Hello, everybody. Welcome in, my divine feminines, my divine masculines, my beautiful star seeds, my soul tribe. Welcome in to anybody who feels guided today to watch this video. In all honesty, I was not even going to film today, or I was sort of stalling a little bit because I'm waiting on this really beautiful deck to show up today from Amazon. About like passed on loved one messages, basically, is the deck by James Van Prague. So I was really hoping that that deck was going to arrive so that I could do a video. But then I was like, you know what? I bought two other decks yesterday. And these ones I got in person. So I'm like, you know what? Why don't I just do a reading with using these two decks and see what happens, see what comes out. So the deck that I got was the Sacred Forest Oracle deck. And then I love Rebecca Campbell. She's my Starseed deck, but I got her Work Your Light Oracle deck. So I'm going to pull from these two decks, see what happens, see what comes out. I have no idea what the message is going to be today. Let's see. Let's get into it. Let's see what Spirit has today. So, Spirit, for my beautiful viewers, can you please show me through the Sacred Forest deck, why did you guide me to get this deck? And what is the message for my viewer today from this deck? Okay, that one's done. So the cards that have come out are Bear Spirit, Healing. And I'm not familiar with this deck yet, so please forgive me if I do use the book a little bit, because I never want to disrespect a deck when I first get it. I'm going to try to go by intuition, but I'm also going to maybe reference the book if I feel guided to. So Butterfly Spirit, Transformation. Artwork on these are stunning, by the way. And in case people want numbers, the first card, the Bear Spirit, was number 4. And the Butterfly Spirit is number 8. And then Air Spirit, Knowledge, number 1 is the number of this card. And the last card out of this deck is Standing Stones, Passage, and the number is 40. This reminds me of Stonehenge. Okay, so I feel like the message that's coming out right now is definitely for somebody that is on this healing journey. And I'm looking at the progression of the cards, and it's healing, transformation, knowledge, and then passage. So the way I'm reading this right now is, for whoever's watching this, you are on an intense healing journey. And maybe you're sort of in the thick of it right now, where you're doing the work, you're looking back at the past, you're realizing that you can't skip the steps in the healing journey. And bears could be significant to you. And I just realized this card is in the winter, which is right now. So I feel like timing wise, this is right now. Somebody is going through this intense healing work. Maybe a bear is your spirit animal. I would highly recommend looking up what the bear is, because there's probably some significance around that. And then also the number 4 could probably be significant to somebody. But I get the feeling that at this time, if you live in the Northern Hemisphere where it's winter and it's snowing, and right now it is actually snowing, I feel like you are kind of in this hibernation. Thank you. I just heard hibernation period. You are in this hibernation period doing this intense healing work on yourself. And there's a part of you that's like, oh, this is really hard. Like, I sure hope there's something good waiting on the other side of this. And I think these cards, the way they're laid out, are telling you that there is, that you are in the period of transforming. You are becoming that beautiful butterfly. And there's the clam with the pearl inside of it. I just noticed that, like, you have some, I think, some very unique gifts, or something unique to offer to the world, perhaps. That's why you're on this healing journey, because you want to awaken and tap more into the gifts that you know are within you, your uniqueness. And maybe this is even just that. This is about you learning to live more authentically, more yourself. And I can tell you on my own journey, as I've sort of moved through, I feel like I'm more myself than I ever have been in my entire life. I feel like I'm finally living my authentic self. And I've never felt that way. I've worn masks my entire life, trying to fit in, not feeling like I do ever fit in. But like this is the state that I had to move through too. I had to move through the healing, the hibernation, the hermit mode. And then I start coming out of the cocoon. And now I feel like I'm this butterfly now that's totally transformed and come out of that cocoon stage. Um, and I think that you're getting a lot of knowledge in dream time. I don't know why that just came through, but this is feeling very dreamy to me, this card. And I'm feeling like you're getting a lot of downloads and a lot of information in your dreams. So, what I'm going to recommend is keep a journal, a dream journal beside your bed, or a notebook or something, because I feel like you're getting some sort of knowledge through that dream time. I also feel like when you're out in nature, maybe when you're walking, I know when I used to go out into the forest in the summertime, and God, I'm missing it so much right now. I so miss being out in the forest with the birds and the sounds and the wind. And, you know, I've actually been thinking of going out even in the snow to connect with the trees and nature, even in the cold, because I really hate the cold. But I'm feeling like this card, this air spirit knowledge card, is maybe when you're walking outside in nature and you're making that connection with spirit, the spirit of air. Thank you. Um, that's where you're getting these downloads. So maybe keep like a journal on you at all times. If you drive, keep it in the car. I feel like you're going to be getting these various downloads from time to time, either in the dream work, or like I said, when you're out in nature, when you're walking in the forest, walking your dog. And I don't mean in like areas in neighborhoods. That's no. I mean, go out into a forest where you're immersed in nature and you're alone. You're in this hibernation place alone, no distractions, because I think you're going to start receiving a lot of information um, in this space, in this connecting. And if you're in a place where it's hot, oh my God, even more power to you. Get out in nature, because I think that things are trying to be shown to you, knowledge is trying to be handed down to you, but you're so busy all the time. You're too distracted all the time to see it. And this is, I think, a lot of these cards, it's a single woman by herself too. There's nobody else in these cards. Every single card I pulled for you guys, and it doesn't need to be a woman. I'm just, that's the depiction of these cards, but it's a single person on their own journey. That was important. Thank you, Spirit. That's important thing that I feel like I need to say, because maybe some of us, and I've been the same way, we want to have a partner so bad in our lives. We want love, but I think these cards are coming out to tell you that this is has to be an alone part of the journey. To get to the next steps, this needs to be an alone part of a journey for you. And you need to go commune with nature, commune with your spirit animals, step into nature. That's it, just nature. And know that this is not forever. This is temporary, but this is a necessary step to bring you into this place, this standing stones passage. And this is like her rite of passage. I see this woman like graduating, like she's done. He or she, again, gender is not important, but he or she has gone through the steps of hibernation, doing the healing work, transforming, becoming the beautiful butterfly, finding ways to commune with spirit, to gather the information and downloads that are necessary. And once they've mastered these things, they are going to step into their power. They're going to step into this feels like divine feminine to me. This feels very divine feminine. And this is something I help people with. I hate doing this. I don't know why. I feel weird when I like start promoting myself in videos. But this is something that I do help people with, men or women. I help awaken or help you tap into the divine feminine energy that lives within you, because both men and women have both. We have divine masculine and divine feminine energies, but most of us lean heavily in one direction. We are not balanced. So I think this is saying, when you master those things, when you master your healing, when you can look back fearlessly into your past and say, no, I'm going to face you, I'm going to heal this, and I'm going to step forward. You're going to step into your divine feminine power. And I'm in it right now. And let me tell you, it is a freaking powerful place to be. Standing in my true divine feminine energy is like, woof, wow. It is the most powerful place I've ever been in my life. I am the happiest I've ever been in my entire life. And I don't have like all the material things. I don't. I'm still kind of cleaning up the messes from my past when it comes to finances, but I'm happy. I am the happiest I have ever been in my entire life, because I have faced my past. I have looked it dead in the face. I have healed it. I have forgiven it. I have forgiven me. I've released the shame, the guilt, all the pain I carried around. It's gone. So please do the work, do the healing work, go into that hibernation mode, use this winter period to really do the work on your past, because this is what's waiting. And this feels like spring, summertime. For those that like timing, maybe this card is depicting like the summertime, but that's when you're finally going to blossom into this beautiful butterfly and stand in your divine feminine energy. So let me move to the Work Your Light Oracle deck. Spirit, why did you guide me to use these decks together? What is the additional messages that you have for my watcher, the person that is going to be guided to this video? Okay, that's too many. What is the messages that you have for my viewer, my watcher? One more shuffle. Okay, they're flying out. Okay, excuse me one moment. Also, representing Scotland today. Love Scotland, one of my favorite countries to visit. Absolutely love it. So all my Scottish people out there, this is for you. I'm representing for you guys today. Okay, let's see. What are the cards that have come out from Rebecca Campbell's beautiful deck? Okay, so the first card out is the Great Gathering. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits, Soul Tribe. I'm going to read all of them and then see how they fit in and tie into the other messages. Trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? Trust your path. Wow. Take a break. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. Wow. I heard this message today. I was like, go, 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 go. I was like running around like a maniac. And then I was like, I heard slow down. Slow down, Shannon. You don't have to be running around like this today. This is your day off. Like, slow down. And I actually noticed my steps slowed. I started to slow down a little bit, and I wasn't walking so fast, and I wasn't like frantically moving around through my day. So maybe that's come through to, maybe you're somebody that is chaotic all the time and you're like, go, go, go all the time. But anyways, next card is Leap. You go first. Oh, the universe will catch you. Yes, the trust fall into the universe. What a beautiful card. And then the last card that came out was Align Your Life. What is not aligned or needs to change? So it's a question. What is not aligned or needs to change in your life? Wow. Okay, so I think this is actually one of the first cards that should be looked at. This is part of the healing. This card is like, this is part of your healing work. And this was something I had to do in the beginning of my journey too, and this is where it began. I noticed in the last year, in the beginning of the year, Spirit started removing people, places, and things from my life that were no longer aligned with my future, no longer aligned with my highest timeline, which is me being a healer, an energy reader, a tarot card reader, a healer, just an overall healer in many capacities. Anybody that wasn't aligned with that path was gone. And it really just happened that easily and that quickly. I started noticing people dropping out of my life. And at first I was kind of like, I was hurt and I was confused, but then I started realizing, and Spirit kept giving me these downloads to help me understand that this was for an important purpose, that I don't need these people in my life anymore. And if people are falling away, I have to trust there's a purpose to that. So trust your path is the next card I feel that needs to come out. So again, part of your healing journey is you need to look at what is not aligned in your life anymore based on who you want to become and the person you want to be. What needs to fall away? What needs to fall away? And that's something you really should take a look at, because you are the people you spend the most time with. And that is such a true statement. And if the people you're spending the most time with aren't spiritual, don't follow us any type of self-improvement, personal development, are not self-aware, are very selfish, very materialistic, these are not people that you should be aligning with anymore if you're moving into a spiritual path and purpose. These are the types of people that need to fall away, or the takers, the people that just take from you, but never give back. These are people that you need to unalign with. Just get them out of your life. However you need to do that, and you need to trust your path, because you are fully supported. Like, you are so supported by the universe. You are supported by your guides. We all have spirit guides. There's beautiful meditations out there that you can listen to know who are your guides, who are your spirit guides. And I feel like while you're doing this, this great gathering card, it's all coming together. Intuitive hits, soul tribe. This is making me think of this card. These two cards are very aligned together, where you're getting these downloads, where it starts in spirit, because it is a very lonely journey. So in the 3D, which is our physical existence, I'm going to reference 3D and 5D. 5D is in the spiritual realm. It's not happening in the physical. So the way I see these cards correlating in your life is, in the 3D, it is a very lonely, actually, I don't want to use that word. It's an alone journey. You have to walk this path alone. You can't be in a romantic partnership. Like, you can't even be surrounded by friendships. They're distractions. This is a time for hibernation, really going within, really being self-aware, looking at your life, looking at your surroundings. Is this who I want to be, and is this what I want? And if the answer is no, well, then you need to start doing the work to become the person that you want. And I'm learning that you don't have to work like a dog. You don't have to go after things and hustle, as they say. All you have to do is just change your vibration through healing work, doing the healing of the past, doing the healing of all the trauma that held you back. And all of a sudden, your vibration and frequency change, so that you start attracting things in like a magnet. You no longer have to work for them. You no longer have to go after them. They start coming to you. So when I'm looking at these two cards, I'm feeling like your soul tribe is forming in spirit in the 5D. You have no idea the team of souls that are working behind the scenes for you. That's what this card is making me feel. You have a huge team that is rallying for you, that are your biggest cheerleaders, and they're trying to connect with you, but you are staying so distracted and so busy all the time, you're not hearing them. They're trying to come in, they're trying to speak to you. So again, I feel it's dream time. In your dreams, they're coming and communicating. And if you step out into nature by yourself, not with another person where you're talking the whole time, Go out in nature alone. Go for a walk in nature by yourself. Take your dog for a walk, but do it on your own. And I guarantee you, you're going to start receiving these downloads and this information, and it's all going to start to make sense. It's all coming together, as the card says. It's all going to start to make sense. And then the take a break, again, I think this is a life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. Like, you don't have to rush. Like, it's time to slow down a little bit. Be by yourself. Stop having all these distractions around you. And I think this final card is like, take that leap of faith. You go first. You can't. I learned that I'm an evidence person, as you all know if you watch my videos, and I learned this was an important card, like message for me. You need to leap first. You need to trust what you're being guided to do. Take the leap off the ledge, and you don't know what's going to happen when you do, but you feel it so deeply, like me starting this channel. Me starting this YouTube channel was a trust fall into the universe for me. I had no idea what was going to happen. I had no idea what I was even doing. I didn't even know how to like really make a video and post it. Like, I'm so technologically challenged. It's not even funny. My adult children can attest to this, and I'm always asking for help with things. But this is what the universe wants to see from you. The universe wants to see that you're willing to trust and take a risk without knowing all the pieces, without knowing what's going to happen, without knowing what the outcome is going to be. They want you to take that leap of faith and trust that the universe has got you. And this is why you need to, like, because I know somebody just asked, well, how do I know what the thing is that I'm supposed to take a leap on? That's why you have to get quiet. That's why you have to get quiet. You have to go out into the forest. You have to spend a lot of a time alone. You do. This has been a huge part of my journey, is aloneness. And I've gotten comfortable with that aloneness now, where I recognize that so much healing and work happens when I take time to quiet myself and I'm not with distractions, with people out and about, hustling and bustling. Like, I really had to learn to be comfortable with aloneness, because that's where the magic happens. So I hope this message helps somebody out there. I love you guys. I hope you have an incredible day. Hopefully when that deck arrives, I guess it'll be tomorrow's message. So love you guys. Mwah.